Google Password Manager is something most Chrome users just default to. It's hard to blame them, right? The Password Manager is right here. It couldn't be easier to use. The question is, does it provide a good level of security, or is your data just feeding into the hands of Google-affiliated advertisers? In this video, I'm going to answer that question and provide a deep Google Password Manager review, so let's get to it. All right, let's start with the elephant in the room, the security measures of Google Password Manager. The first signs of trouble visited me when I was looking into its encryption. Typically, password managers don't keep text in plain form. Instead, it's encrypted and kept in hashed format unless accessed with the user's password. For instance, NordPass or 1Password openly use encryption algorithms with a proven track record. Google Password Manager allegedly does the same, but the absolute lack of transparency makes it really hard to prove what measures they actually use. The same goes for Password Manager Standard, zero-knowledge architecture. Now, most password managers ensure that they don't have access to user data, while Google makes just no promises whatsoever. This is kind of concerning, to say the least, considering that just last year, in 2024, Google experienced a data breach that resulted in a leak affecting over 110 million accounts. Yeah, 2FA codes, password reset links, and email and password combinations were all leaked, and this is far from the first time this kind of thing has happened. For a multi-billion-dollar company, their security track record just seems far from optimal. That said, those leaks at least don't happen daily, but at this point, I'm just playing devil's advocate, right? This is really little excuse when we have providers like NordPass keeping a secure password manager without any breaches for years. So if you do want to give that a try, check the link in the description or scan this QR code to do so with an exclusive discount. Still, to have Google Password Manager explained, I gotta highlight one big upside: its ease of use. This password manager is natively built into the Google Chrome browser, and all Chromebook devices and even Android devices with Google Chrome are pre-installed. The majority of users just default to this password manager because of that. But even iOS and macOS users end up using this password manager because of how widely popular Google Chrome is. So Google Password Manager also conveniently creates strong passwords whenever you create a new account on a website and autofills them when prompted. Considering all data syncs between devices, getting used to Google and its ecosystem is easy. Typically, that's a good thing, but I just gotta argue that it might be the opposite with Google, because Google Password Manager barely has any useful features other than autofill and password generator. Using it actively prevents people from experiencing the real convenience of password managers. For instance, to compare Google Password Manager versus NordPass, the latter doesn't just provide transparent encryption, autofill, and password generator. It also detects weak, reused, or leaked passwords, allows for secure password sharing with other people, and has emergency access. And that's just the top of the list, okay? The best Password Manager 2025 is about more than just saving passwords in one place. So if you want to have a reliable password manager, NordPass is a strong option with an affordable pricing, especially if you have a discount link like the one in the description below. Yes, you can take that one. It's all yours. That said, we still have to talk about pricing, right? Well, that's where Google Password Manager has an edge over the majority of other options. It's free. Or as I like to put it, it's not asking you for money. It just takes what it wants by, selling your data. Yeah. Google has a proven track record of exploiting user data. It's never been good, and it's likely not getting better. Now, I've been mentioning NordPass during this video, and there's a good reason for that. Despite not being free like Google Password Manager, it's one of the most affordable providers on the market, while also offering a massive set of features. So personally, I don't mind paying a couple of dollars a month for convenience, security, and peace of mind. But those are not the only things that I get from NordPass. Review this. This provider includes advanced encryption, 2FA and MFA login measures, biometrics as an option, and multiple independent audits confirming privacy and security promises. Besides, it's a pretty simple app to use with versions for all major OS and even browsers, so you won't have to change a lot if you decide to switch. There's even an option to import passwords from Google Password Manager in one click, which is pretty neat. All things considered, while Google's Password Manager appears to be one of the best Password Manager 2025 options, in reality, it just suffers from Google's misleading and privacy politics and rampant data mismanagement. It's not a bad password manager, but for the sake of privacy and convenience, I always end up pivoting to premium. but affordable providers like NordPass. A few dollars is a small investment, and if it can give me a bunch of useful features and the highest standards of security, yeah, I'll take the deal. So what about you? Have you considered switching from Google Password Manager, or do old habits die hard, really hard in your case? So just let me know in the comments below and consider liking and subscribing while you're there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.